Hello, I'm Maxine from Central Swindon North Parish Council Community Libraries, and I work as a library assistant in Even Swindon Library. But today I'm at home in my kitchen and I'm going to talk to you about The Man on the Balcony, which is written by a Swedish couple called Sjöwall and Wahlöö. And I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. As I say, they were a couple and they used to write in their kitchen after they put the children to bed, each writing a chapter. And it is the third in a series of novels concerning a police officer called Martin Beck. He always planned to write 10. They were Marxists, and it was their intention to expose what they called the dark underbelly of Swedish society. They were written in the sort of 40s, 50s, actually I think 50s and 60s, which was at a time of great social justice, liberalism, prosperity in Sweden. But they believed that concealed this dark underbelly, and they wanted to cast light on the flaws in society. It concerns a series of brutal muggings in the city of Stockholm, where it's set, and also the murder of a child, which quickly escalates into a series of murders about which the police have no clue. It is heavily influenced by the American authors like Ed McBain and Chandler. It has a very spare, economical writing style, which I think this novel is the crystallisation of their style. I think it sort of developed in this one. It's the first one that properly has their voice. It's beautifully written, it's very spare, it's stark, and consequently it's very, it suits the tone of what it's about. It's about very raw, hard, difficult subjects, and it suits it beautifully. It doesn't sort of wrap it up in flowery language. It absolutely exposes it for the stark, raw, harsh world that they're writing about. Martin Beck doesn't really get on with his wife. He has indigestion. He's a bit morose. He leads a team of officers who are equally real. There's two who are a bit sort of Abbott and Costello-ish. Everybody else laughs at them. They're not very efficient, they're lazy, but in fact it is them who catch the perpetrator in the end. It is a forerunner of all the Scandi Noir, which came later. It kind of really set the tone for that. So it's very spare in its writing. It's very real in the portrayal of the crimes and how they are solved. It's not like when you see a television show and everybody's a hero and I know, I've got a hunch, let's go here, let's oh yes, we've caught him. It's all quick and wrapped up nicely and neatly. It takes months and months and months to track down these killers. The officers do their best. It's sheer hard slog. It's meticulous, careful research and work. They're dejected. It affects their home life. It's just a very, very real portrayal of a crime and how it is solved, and a very realistic look at crime that doesn't glamorise it or make it seem exciting. It just shows it as being the squalid, painful business that it is, and the work of solving it as being the same. As I say, it is really the first of the Scandi Noir series of novels. It sets the tone for all that follows, and it has all those characteristics: a sort of morose hero, very strong sense of place, sort of stark writing, and very much that sort of sense of talking about social injustices and exposing the flaws in society. It is quite an extraordinary book. They're all extraordinary. This, in my opinion, is the best. As I say, the crystallisation of their voice. And without it, we would not have all the fantastic Scandi Noir crime TV series and books that we have today. Everybody who is now writing crime in Iceland, Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, they all owe a debt to Wahlöö and Sjöwall. We would not have Jo Nesbø, Ben Holt, Henning Mankell, Håkan Nesser, Camilla Lackberg, Lars Kepler without Sjöwall and Wahlöö. It is a very, very worthwhile book to read, very rewarding. I'm sure you will enjoy it, as you would enjoy any of them in the series. And I think that if you do give it a go, you will not be disappointed. Thank you very much for listening to me.